Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Let's Talk Tarot. Thanks for joining me. This will be a quick general daily tarot message of the day reading. These are always fun to do. Blind card spreads. Okay, so I've got 4 cards here. I've got 3 tarot cards here, and then I've got 1 eternal message here as well. Okay, so as always, take it how it resonates. Okay, so we've got I have inner childhood wounds. Then we've got the 10 of Wands, 6 of Cups, and the 6 of Swords. Okay, so this is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, fire energy. 6 of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Then we have got Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Okay, there's something going on with fear. Okay, fear. Someone could be trapped with a bit of fear. So if this isn't you, it will be someone around you. Okay, so someone is trying to let go of something from their past. Okay, yeah, it could be childhood wounds. They need to heal something. It could have been something very traumatic. It could be to do with upbringing, childhood. It could be to do with parents. Okay, maybe their parents didn't bring them up properly. Maybe their parents didn't show them enough love. Okay, they don't feel nurtured. Okay, there's something going on with childhood wounds, and it's very burdensome here, and it's tested their strength here. Okay, and also someone might need to leave something in the past as well, because we can be nostalgic about the past. We can reminisce, we miss things, our childhood, our past, people, things like that. But if we don't get that sort of clarity and closure, and we don't heal from something, we won't be able to move on. We will stay stuck in that sort of past dynamic, if that makes sense. Because the 10 of Wands is the card of burdens, but too much responsibilities. You're carrying the world on your shoulders. You're tired. You're exhausted. And because of the surrounding cards as well, there's something here that needs to be left behind. And this could be what someone's doing here. They're leaving something behind. They're finally severing ties with it. They've made peace with it. This is about making peace with the past as well. Now, the 6 of Cups is a very, very popular card. When I do personal readings for people, when I do public readings on my channel, it comes up in almost all the time. Okay. Yes, this is about nostalgia, reminiscing childhood memories, children. Okay. Embracing your inner child. But this is also about healing. The past can't be changed. You can't go back. You can't change how your parents treated you, how your childhood was. Somebody might need therapy. They might need to have trauma therapy to help them heal. They might need professional help. But if you're stuck in the past, that means that you need some sort of closure. Maybe a parent needs to apologize, because I strongly feel that someone here was or is feeling like that sort of abandoned child that they were when they were a child, abandoned, unnurtured, unloved. Maybe your sibling was favored over you, you didn't get enough love from your parents. And that could be what is indicating, this could be what is contributing, to the past, to the future problems, such as relationships. It could be codependencies, addictions. Maybe someone doesn't know how to be in a secure relationship, and they're just attracting bad people, toxic people, because when they were younger, they didn't have that stable home environment, parents that love them and nurture them. Maybe someone here hasn't been treated right. They haven't been loved right. They've only been treated badly, and then when someone good comes along, it's like they don't know how to react. They don't know how to retaliate. They don't know how to return the favor, or they abandon. When things get too serious and when things are good, someone abandons ship. They leave. That's another vibe that I get here. So because of someone's past, it's made them very insecure. It's made them not trust people, not love properly. And there's something here that is unhealed. Yeah, emotional wounds, trauma. And it's affecting someone's head, like to the point where they can't move on. They can't have a future because they're still stuck in the past. There's something to do with the past. They need to make peace. And I strongly feel that someone still hasn't cut ties with something. They need to release something here. Because the Six of Swords is about, yes, coming away from troubled waters and going towards calmer waters, healing waters. But this is also about baggage, past baggage, Ten of Wands. Something here has really took all your strength. Someone's having a hard time letting go, leaving baggage behind them. Yeah. Maybe there were also, I feel someone's parents. Yeah, this makes sense. Someone's parents were very emotionally sort of manipulating. But obviously, as a child, we don't know any better. We just assume that that's what's right. Yeah, I'm really tuning into this person's emotional pain. Someone's parents didn't bring them up properly. They didn't treat them right and wrong, if you know what I mean. They didn't teach them right and wrong. Someone's parents. This is all too familiar, yeah. This is all too familiar. There's disruption going on here as well. This is all too familiar. This has come up before. That someone is or did, when they were a child, obviously, is in a very controlled atmosphere. The atmosphere is very controlled. They could have had very controlling parents. There was too many rules. There was too many restrictions. This person's got an identity problem. They don't know who they are because they could have had very strict and old-fashioned parents, where they didn't let them be themselves. Yeah, this person's in a lot of pain. Emotional pain. They could even be drinking themselves into oblivion, like to block out their pain. Because, when people are in pain, then they don't know how to cope. They need a way to cope, a coping mechanism. It could be drugs, it could be alcohol, it could be, they need something to block out their pain. And when I see a lot of cups, yeah, this tells me alcohol. This person suffers with depression, they suffer with anxiety, mental health problems. This person needs trauma therapy. Yeah, this person needs trauma therapy. They're still carrying the burdens of their past. They're still carrying those burdens with them to this day, even as an adult. They haven't received any professional help. Maybe they're afraid. Because I feel that that's all they know, because that's all they've been taught, how to attract bad and negative relationships, bad friendships. It's to do with parenting. They could have had parents that always left, someone left when they were little. That's why they've got abandonment problems. That's why they've got addictions. That's why they've got codependencies. That's why they're insecure. They seem to, yeah. Because when you've been under a negative influence for so long, negative environment, unhealthy environment, toxic, bad parenting, when you've been under that influence for so long, when someone's nice to you, you don't know how to react. You don't know how to. Wow, this is intense. Because I'm really tuning into this person's pain. It's like being an empath. It's really intense. They're in so much pain. It could have been a toxic marriage, a toxic relationship, their parents, and it destroyed their head. Parents that were hardly there for them, parents that didn't show them love. They were just, it's really hard. Someone's in a lot of emotional pain. It could even be a cry for help, if it's a friend of yours. It could even be a cry for help. They feel alone, they feel isolated. They feel like there's no one there for them. That they haven't got support, friends, family. They haven't got any support. They're carrying all this on their shoulders, and they're dealing with it all on their own. And sometimes, this person, they even feel suicidal. They feel that they don't know what they're living for. They don't know what their purpose is. They've got, they've got really severe depression. They're very, very damaged. Whatever happened, when they were a child, it really damaged them. That's why they can't have a proper, healthy, functioning relationship with anyone. That's why they leave, because they don't know how to cope with it. They're damaged goods. Damaged goods. Their parents could have been bullying them, putting them down, saying to them that they're worthless, abusive, violent. Yeah, I'm picking up a bit of abuse. Someone's parents here. Someone's parents could have been an alcoholic. So that, contributed to how they are as an adult. Obviously, it's not your fault, what you grew up in, environment, parents, that's not your fault. How you was brought up, that's not your fault at all. But for this person, to even have a shot at some kind of normality, some kind of happiness, they need professional help. They need some trauma therapy. This is all too familiar to me. I haven't done a reading this intense and this powerful for a really long time. I'm always honest in my readings, guys. Nothing but honest, nothing but genuine, and this has really took it out of me. I'm gonna need maybe a day or so to recharge my batteries. Because it's like being an empath. Honestly, it's just, I think, I feel that I channeled their pain to the point, like, as I always do, but this was more intense than previous readings. This was really intense. This person, they're in so much pain. They're in so much pain. They had a really, really bad, traumatic childhood, really, really bad upbringing. The parents could even be trying to say sorry right now, but it's too late. It's too late. So what this person needs to do is get closure, okay? To help them move on, they need to put the past behind them. They need to move on. But like I said, even if a parent comes to you and says, I'm sorry, it's too late. Obviously, the damage is done. This person needs to get professional help to fix their head and help them, out of this darkness, because at the moment they haven't got any support. And that's the worst thing. when you're dealing with a lot of, stuff, and there's no one there for you, and there's no one that understands. And this could be a water sign, most definitely. There's a lot of emotion here, and there's a lot of swords, which tells me about conflict. So their head, they can't seem to make a conscious decision at the moment. They need that mental clarity. They can't see straight, they can't think straight at the moment. And I really think, however this resonates with you, I really feel that it would be good for this person if they got professional help, if they spoke to a therapist, a trauma therapy. That's what I keep hearing. Yeah, trauma therapy. Because, everyone deserves to be happy. It's not their fault what they grew up in. It's not their fault. Obviously, your childhood, your parents' upbringing, is going to have a detrimental effect on you as an adult. It's going to affect you, how you was brought up, what you grew up in. Yeah? Because they're going to remain stuck otherwise. It's still very sensitive, the subject, to talk about. It's really hard for them to talk about. It's so painful. Very, very traumatic. With some of you, I do see that they are slowly, gradually releasing these burdens. If someone has tried to apologize, such as parents, family members, whoever it is, I feel like, this person has said to their parents or has said to the family members, because it is something to do with childhood there. They've said, thank you for your apology, but it's too late. Even though you're my parents, I can't forgive you because you've destroyed my head. Your parents are supposed to love you and protect you against bad people, against negative influences. But it's still quite fresh to this person, even though they're an adult now. It's still fresh to them. They know the wounds, they're still healing. A lot of you, if you are in a romantic connection with someone, just know that the reason why there's been so many blockages and delays and obstacles is because there's something going on here with someone's childhood. Yeah, that they might not be ready for a relationship if they've got all this going on. And with some of you, yeah, they could be trying to reach out to you, asking you for help. If they're nervous about professional help, or if they can't afford professional help, they might be reaching out to you. Okay, something to do with their past and their childhood is very, very traumatic. It really did a number on them. It really traumatized them. It really affected their head, mentally. And I just feel that most of the time, it's like their parents didn't care about them. Their parents didn't care about them. They didn't protect them. And at the moment, this person's very vulnerable, like they're an emotional wreck. But once they receive this help, and they have someone to talk to and they get a bit more support, they will heal these childhood wounds. They will make peace and they will move on so they can be happy, and feel free. Maybe someone needs to free themselves from this. The demons, past demons, yeah, inner demons, but past demons as well. they've been through so much, and you know, I sympathize, I understand. Wow, that was really hot. That was powerful. That was intense. That was really, you know, like hard for me. As a reader, you know, I keep it real on here. I'm always honest, genuine when I do readings, and to channel someone's pain, it was a lot. It was just, it was overwhelming. But you know, however it was resonated with you, I hope it was insightful, you know, in any way for some of you. You know, collective messages, obviously. So take it how it resonates. Um, as I said, I probably will need like a day or so to sort of recharge my batteries, and then I'll be back with some more um, daily messages. But yeah, take care, guys.